Hello, and welcome to today's Crux Platform Spotlight. We are honored to be joined by Jeff Sternberg from Google. Jeff, it's a delightful pleasure, as always, to see you. Thanks very much for joining us. Why don't you tell us what you do?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Philip, and great to be here. So I'm Jeff Sternberg. I'm in Google Cloud's Office of the CTO, or Octo, as we call ourselves. And we do collaborative innovation with some of our most key strategic customers and the CTOs and the technical leadership of those organizations. And then we kind of coalesce that and help our product teams kind of shape the roadmaps from there.
Cool. So can you tell us a little bit about Google Cloud Platform? Obviously everyone's heard of Google, but how would you summarize your cloud offering and why it's of interest to clients?
Yeah, happy to. So, Google's mission, of course, is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful, as many folks know. So the cloud mission kind of fits right into that, right? The cloud mission is to accelerate every organization's ability to digitally transform their business with the best infrastructure, platform, and industry solutions, as well as expertise. So, it's really a matter of bringing the good of Google into the cloud.
Maybe you could tell us about some specific things that you find most exciting about what's going on at Google Cloud these days.
Yeah, so happy to do that. So, a couple of things that I can point to. I really like Google Cloud's open approach. So that inherits from Google's general open solutions, and if that's some examples of that would be our open source products like TensorFlow and Kubernetes, but it also includes multi-cloud and being able to develop a workload for multiple clouds at the same time, and being able to run in the cloud that makes the most sense for that workload. So not just Google's cloud, but the others as well. And then, the second thing I would point to, and the one that I'm truly, inspired by these days and really thinking about top of mind, is Google's sustainability achievements and our commitments over time. So Google's been carbon neutral since 2007, and we've actually eliminated all of our legacy carbon emissions going back to our founding in 1998. And since 2017, we've matched 100% of our electricity consumption with renewable energy. So that was an achievement that was pretty notable, and even more interesting from my perspective as an engineer and kind of inspiring is we now have a goal that by 2030 we plan to run all of our operations, including our data centers, on 24/7 clean energy. So even at night when the sun isn't shining and when the wind isn't blowing, we're still going to power on clean energy. And there's a lot. It's almost a moonshot to figure out how to get from where we are today to there.
That is incredibly impressive and certainly admirable. Sustainability is definitely near and dear to my own heart, so I'm super excited about that. So why are you working with Crux?
Well, I think first of all, you guys have built an amazing experience to help customers kind of get into cloud by bringing data sets that they depend on all the time into, and really build a cloud data warehouse or a cloud data lake in a matter of days, whereas without Crux it could take weeks, months, maybe years. So that's very exciting, because the ability, I sort of see that as kind of step one into having kind of the magic of cloud. Once you have your commercial data, your external data, you can combine it with your internal data, your proprietary data, and build really valuable analytics and solutions on top of it.
Cool. This last year, we've been living through certainly a unique period of time with the pandemic, at least unique in our lifetimes. I'm curious, what observations you have or lessons maybe you think you feel you've learned over the last year.
Yeah, well, my mind goes immediately to sort of remote work and collaboration, and like we're doing right now over sort of digital video, and I was really amazed at how well our team and how well Google in general sort of responded to that moment of, remote collaboration, of distributed work through, things like Google Workspace, which is, the former G Suite products, as well as just, helping businesses transform digitally. We saw a huge amount of increase in the need for cloud computing across a number of industries, retail, especially. But certainly it was a challenge, and I was really inspired by how Googlers and the broader kind of technology world stepped up to the moment.
Agreed. We had a similar experience here. That's terrific. Well, thank you so much, Jeff. Really appreciate you taking the time to join us today. And thanks to everyone for listening in. If you have any questions about the Google Cloud Platform or about Crux, please send us an email to data@cruxinformatics.com. Thanks again, and stay safe.